Yet another political earthquake is rocking the very foundation of Netanyahu's government, it seems. Already under fire globally and domestically for the security failure of October 7, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's own defense minister has demanded a state inquiry into the attack. You heard that right. Yoav Gallant wants a state inquiry that will investigate him, Netanyahu and the IDF for their failure to prevent the Hamas attack. And this begs the question, is Israel's government breaking up? Here's what we do know. At a graduation ceremony for new military officers, Gallant stated that a state inquiry should investigate not only the government and the military, but also himself and his boss, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, it's crucial here to note that Gallant's call for transparency and accountability comes at a time when Netanyahu's coalition government is already frayed by intense infighting. The defense minister emphasized the need for an objective investigation, declaring it must investigate me, the defense minister, it must investigate the prime minister, quote unquote. And his words, by the way, were met with cheering from the crowd, highlighting the growing public demand for answers. And despite calls from the opposition, his own party members and the Israeli public at large, Netanyahu has repeatedly dismissed calls for an inquiry, arguing that any examination of the events of October 7 should wait until the war in Gaza concludes. Just to recap, the Hamas attack took place on October 7 last year, and since then, it has been revealed that the Israeli intelligence and the government probably knew about Hamas's plan before it occurred. Now, besides dismissing calls for an inquiry into the events of October 7, Netanyahu has also been non-committal on establishing a state commission to investigate the matter. In the immediate aftermath of Hamas's attack on Israel, Netanyahu has faced a lot of criticism as well as calls to oust him from the post. And this is also not the first time Gallant has publicly opposed Netanyahu. Last year, the Israeli defense minister openly opposed Netanyahu's plans to curb the powers of the Supreme Court, fearing it would jeopardize national security. And this led to Gallant's brief dismissal, which sparked massive protests and ultimately saw him reinstated. Fast forward to today, Gallant's differences with Netanyahu over the Gaza strategy have once again brought him into the spotlight, with some Likud party members calling for his removal. And the timing of Gallant's call for an inquiry is also critical here, as the US continues with its efforts to secure a ceasefire in Gaza and bring about lasting peace in the region. This political turbulence could undermine these international efforts and further destabilize the region. And amid all of this, the Israeli public seems to be fed up with the current government. A survey conducted by Israel's two leading media publications in April revealed that 71% of Israelis want Netanyahu to resign. As the rift within the Israeli government deepens, one must ask, is this the beginning of the end for Netanyahu's coalition? Will Gallant's bold move catalyze the transparency and accountability that many Israelis are demanding, or will this lead to further political fragmentation? One thing is clear, Israel stands at a crossroads with its leadership facing unprecedented scrutiny. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.